Do you ever feel as though your study techniques are simply inadequate? Do you ever contemplate how you may improve your grades and test scores? It is possible, and you are not alone. Many adolescents are aware of how ineffective their high school study habits are. We don't find this strange or unusual because you were never taught how to learn effectively. It takes time to figure out how to study most effectively. And it simply cannot be put off until the night before the test. To learn more about what works and what doesn't when studying, you should always attempt to improve your methods. In this video, we will share some tips that you should implement and use to generate that perfect study routine for yourself. If you ever need to adjust your learning routine again, come back to watch this video all over and generate an effective study routine once more. The first step to almost anything is planning and thinking ahead. This is no different for studying. So stop being stubborn and clear your mind from appointments and tasks and plan them accordingly. Whether it is a paper planner or a digital planner is irrelevant. Plan all of your classes, tutorials, social gatherings, sporting events, and deadlines in it. After everything has been entered into the planner, you will have a clear picture of everything. You won't have to stress about when you should start studying, writing an essay, etc. as a result, which will provide you peace of mind. You are less likely to perceive your planner negatively if you also use it for enjoyable things. Furthermore, you will never truly study effectively if you study whenever you feel like it or whenever it is the night before. 2. Routines are crucial. The more organized your weekly schedule, the simpler it will be to study at specific times and on particular days. It means you may focus all of your attention on the actual studying rather than constantly forcing yourself to go to the library. Try to match your study schedule with your biorhythm. Are you more productive in the morning or the evening? Plan your study sessions as close as you can to your natural rhythm. 3. Divide up your study time. You're busy, or you make yourself to be busy. You can often switch around appointments or meetups. But realistically, we want to have fun, do the things we need to do, and learn at the latest minute. Whether it is a lecture, a tutorial, or a presentation, we always put it off. This is a terrible idea according to research. Instead, we should do what we all know works best: distributed practice. The learning approach known as distributed practice has been shown to be much more effective. Distributed practice works well additionally because studying things multiple times allows you to review things from a different perspective. It allows you to make connections between keywords. 4. Teaching a fellow student, or at least pretending to. As if you were the teacher, attempt to explain the subject in your own terms. This can be done on your own, in a study group, or with a study partner. Speaking the information out loud can help you remember it and identify any areas where you need extra explanation or clarification. Make links between concepts and use examples to illustrate the content as you are explaining it, just as a teacher would have done. To accomplish this while holding your notes in your hands is acceptable and even encouraged. To explain the content at first, you might need to refer to your notes, but gradually you'll be able to do it without them. You can think like your professor by making a quiz for yourself. What is the lecturer trying to get through to you? Self-testing is a very powerful study strategy. Create a study guide and keep it with you so you may go through the questions and answers on a regular basis all day long. You should only test yourself on the questions you don't know the answers to. Say your responses out loud. This will assist you in remembering the material and identifying any errors. If you're taking a technical course, work on the sample issues and explain how you arrived at the solution. Rework the issues that are troubling you. Your brain will be actively engaged while learning the content in this manner, and things stay considerably longer in your memory. 5. Silence is not necessarily good. Decide where you learn best. It might not be best for you to be alone in a library. It's crucial to think about what level of noise suits you the best. You might discover that background noise helps you focus better. While some people find listening to classical music while studying to be excessively distracting, others find it to be helpful. The idea is that a library's silence might be just as distracting as a gym's noise, if not more so. Try the first or second levels of the library if the quiet is distracting yet you prefer to study there because there is more ambient noise there. Remember that active learning rarely occurs in silence since it frequently necessitates speaking the material out loud. 6. Active learning. Reading texts or notes repeatedly is not considered to be actively engaging in the subject. It's just reading your notes again. Studying does not just involve doing the assigned readings. It's just reading for class, that's all. Rereading encourages hasty forgetting. Consider reading as a crucial component of pre-studying. But remember that knowledge must be actively acquired. Making connections to lectures, creating examples, and controlling your own learning are all parts of the process of actively engaging with the text and developing meaning from it. Active learning does not entail rote memorization, highlighting or underlining text, or repeated reading, although they could keep you focused on the work at hand. 2 ideas that help you to truly engage with the material at hand. 1. Make a study guide or quiz. Create problems with similarities to other questions and make an answer with materials. Then later try to answer it, without having the materials in sight. 2. Make diagrams or maps to explain topics. Creating schedules and routines is the best way to start with trying something new. Practice and learn whatever is at hand in multiple steps, or multiple times. Experiment to find the perfect study environment for yourself, and try different music genres to see if that improves your focus. And lastly, find ways to be actively engaged with the learning material. Practicing new ways with the steps and tips given allows you to experiment and find the most effective study technique for you. On that note, we want to thank you for watching today's video. Have a nice day, and we'll see you all in the next one. Please share your ideas in the comments section below, and also subscribe if you haven't already.